What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Soul of the Streets. This week we have back again another special episode celebrating Black History Music Month with the legendary, the incomparable, the marvelous Miss Melba Moore. Welcome back to the Soul of the Streets, legend.
Thank you. Thank you. Woo! Okay.
You are looking as fabulous as ever, and you're continuing to wow us with all your gifts, and you're getting a lot of flowers, and it's beautiful to see and experience. How has it been for you to receive all this love that's overdue, way overdue?
Well, it's just marvelous. It's wonderful. It's every word that you could think of and more. It's really wonderful. It's like if you didn't know better, you think the whole world is made of this because it's just starting to flow now.
Mm-hmm.
Might have been overdue, but everything seems to be coming all the time now. So it seems like it was always like this.
Right. It's been a long. It's been like it was at a time maybe wasn't as much going on, but now so much going on. It seems like it's just an everyday occurrence where
Yeah.
we love you, we love you, we love you.
Yeah. That's
So how was it during those times when it wasn't that way? Like when you
Oh
were
my goodness, you don't want to know about that, honey. I would start cussing and fussing just to
oh, I got somebody
you don't want to do that,
I
right?
got a potty mouth,
So, but well, probably no more difficult than anybody else, but it's personal. So you don't forget them and you really appreciate the good times. And I think I'm mature now, so I know to try to not only respect the the occurrences that it's happening because you really feel good.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, people are attached to this and they give you parts of their talents and their time and their lives. And I'm trying to pay attention to say, look at each person that has something to do with me getting some flowers at some these different times and say, let me look at them in a special way for a moment and don't just let it pass by before, because I'm sure this is so extraordinary. It's not going to happen all the time. This is
Mm-hmm.
a special grace period. So you want to kind of like magnify it and take it in and make sure not only do you put your best foot forward, but learn something about what it really is to be human
Mm.
and look at it from somebody else's point of view, because you kind of can sit now. Matter of fact, you have to, so you can. Well, now I'm, like I make acceptance speeches and stuff, and so I got to pay attention to what I'm thinking.
Back to making acceptance speeches.
Well, I think before I was so like I was just thinking about like for the Tony Award and the Grammy nominations that I was up for. I didn't have to make a speech because I didn't get the award. So someone else.
Right, okay.
But these days, I have to kind of sit and think and make sure. Well, first of all, there's so many award shows now, and people are very articulate and good at making speeches. They don't have to stay up there all day long. Everybody don't fall down crying.
Mm-hmm.
I said, wait a minute. I know I'm shocking and everything, but everybody's getting awards now, so I got to at least act like I feel like I belong.
Yeah, of course you do. Of course you do. The people that are getting these awards wouldn't be getting them if people like yourself would not have paved the way. So, it's very well deserved, and we're coming up on the 55th year of your Tony Award for Pearly. So, how special is that for you? Anything you're doing to celebrate that special moment in your life?
I'm not sure because there's just so many things going on,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not doing any theater right now.
Okay.
So, but I'm working on some pieces, so I'll be back in that lane, and then I think I'll be more specific about celebrating the Tony Award, maybe along with the Tony Award winners, or having something directly to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the thing that seems to be taking the lead in my career in life is recordings, new music.
Mm.
So,
And we're supporting that Take Her Picture Down, which is a hot joint, another hot joint off that Imagine album that's been going on. I mean, it's been like out for like 2 years now, right?
yeah.
Singles is just coming off of it. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sure you knew it was especially when after it was completed. But like the listener, like every time you turn around, there's a hot new song
Right.
that's being pushed off of it. That's great because not that many artists, in your age bracket that's still popping up with albums, but let alone hit records that sound like and are competing with what's going on today. So that's a milestone in itself as well.
Right. So that's really quite marvelous. And so that seemed to be kind of the driving force. And my life and career has been very diverse,
Mm-hmm.
but the music really seems to be driving it for the moment.
That's
But
dope.
see, today we celebrated, yesterday, I'm a Christian, I'm serious about it. And yesterday was actually the last day of Easter.
Mm-hmm.
You know, once God overcame death, and we had the opportunity to try to learn what that is and celebrate it, we understand that that's a very grace period, I'm sure, is directly connected to why so many things are happening for me like this.
Mm.
But you see, once he finished being with us after he conquered death, today on Thursday, we call it Ascension Thursday. Well, I'm Catholic, so they keep those holidays root, let you know what actually is happening.
Okay.
He went back up to heaven, but he said, I won't leave you. So now we're getting ready for Pentecost. So I don't know what is getting ready to happen. I just know that it's fiery, it's fabulous, and everything that's been happening to me is going to multiply. So the thing I have to look out for is, what am I going to do with it to say thank you?
Mm. And get some sleep.
Well, yeah, you got to catch a nap. Yeah. You got to catch a nap. That's true.
But speaking of things that are going to be coming, let's speak about the things that has already
Okay.
come up
Yeah.
that you done killed. You just got you got you
I'm
got
gonna say that for myself. I done killed that. Okay.
you killed that. You killed that thing. You killed that thing. Let's see. You have the name, the street named after you in your hometown, Newark,
Yeah.
Melba Moore Plaza. How amazing is that? Is that a street that you traveled on many a times prior to them naming it after yourself?
Not so many times, but actually yesterday I did, because I was over there supporting the mayor who helped make it happen,
Mm-hmm.
Ross Barack, because he's getting ready to run for governor. So these are the kinds of things that I'm saying. Like, he supported me, he made all these things happen. So now it's my turn, because I'm having new resurgence. I got the microphone and the camera.
Mm.
So I'm going to bring it to the places where I feel like it can do some good.
Nice, nice. Do you know what's on that bullet on that in that plaza? Like, is there any stores? Is it a shopping center or is this
No, what's there is Arts High School.
nice? Okay.
So it's right across the street from the art and music. I don't think at the time that I went there was any other art and music high school there. There may be now.
Okay. Nice, nice.
It's
Maybe
historic.
you could put a Target in there too.
No shopping center. We got that
Oh
down.
no, not Target. My bad. I forgot we boycotting Target.
Well, I mean, no shopping. It's across the street is Essex Catholic High School. So it's an educational area.
Oh, okay. So it's all
It
educational.
used to be called High Street, but now it's called Martin Luther King Boulevard. So
Yeah.
we
Nice.
want to keep it. We
Congratulations.
want to keep that. Okay.
Yes. Definitely want to keep that. Definitely
I'm
want
one
to
of
keep
the side streets across Martin Luther King Boulevard. Okay.
Hey, ain't no
I
wrong
want to see
being
on that street. I don't want no target over there.
no. No, not
But
no
you ask
Target,
those
no
questions. I'm
Walmart.
glad you asked those questions, because the streets, well, I mean, of course it's home, so it's extremely important. But now I'm getting the privilege of becoming history. So we want to, use the opportunity that people like you give us to try to bring attention to those things, especially for people who are not from Newark, who don't know what the importance might be.
Like put it in your GPS, Melba Moore Plaza, and stroll down the beautiful roads in New Jersey,
Yes.
and take a picture down. And while you're there, put a picture up on the school.
Yeah, put my picture up there on your wall.
You know what I'm saying? Come on, let's do it like we did it back in the Right On days, Right On magazine, all those.
Right on.
And then in March, you killed the stage. Another killing, another murder was happening on this journey. You killed the Apollo Theater with D Nice with a lot of great artists. That was amazing. That footage was, oh my God, y'all had a good
Mr.
time.
Derek is one of a kind.
Tell us what that experience was like.
Well, first of
Each
all,
time.
D has, like, he took advantage of such a tragic thing in terms of COVID.
Mm-hmm.
I remember the then president was saying something like it wasn't really it was fake news, that it wasn't really a disease. I mean, so I mean,
Yeah,
tens of thousands of people lost their lives, but people like D Nice made a way for us to fellowship again, because we couldn't go anywhere. You couldn't even go to church.
that's a fact.
And he broke all the barriers down that the commercial recording area had put up between races, between ages, between different radio stations and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever the heck he wanted to play. And he
And we
brought
was jamming. We
everybody
needed it.
together. But of course, he's a musician and he was a DJ before. And of course, now DJs are the ones who are the impresarios. They're booking artists as well.
Mm-hmm.
And it's because they are astute business people, but they're very talented musicians. And DJ is an art form that you people created once again.
We are such a beautiful people, aren't we?
Yeah.
Such a beautiful people.
So at the Apollo was, I think, what was it, the 5th year of his celebration of
Mm-hmm.
quarantine.
Now, you've killed the Apollo stage many a times, even prior to that. Like, do you have any special moments of yourself performing at the Apollo that stands out?
Well, I do remember one. There was many, but the one that I remember right now is I was doing a tribute to Miss Lena Horne,
Mm-hmm.
and I sang "Stormy Weather,"
Mm.
and I got a standing ovation.
Is that the one where you had the flower in your hair?
No, that was Billie Holiday.
That we did "God Bless the Child" on that one, right?
Yeah, maybe I'm mistaking it. It might have been "God Bless the Child."
But whatever.
We have so many true legends.
You know what I'm saying? So many.
You know, people whose shoulders, of course, I stand on because I'm older.
Right. So if there are a lot of biopics coming out, do you see yourself creating one or one being created for your journey? And if so, who would you see playing yourself?
Oh, I haven't got that far yet. Oh my gosh. Oh, because you know why? First of all, the talent. People, I mean, first of all, I can't move and sing at the same time. I gotta stand. Our young artists now, I mean, they dance. I was just watching the American Music Awards.
Oh yeah.
Guys, almost everybody on there, including Beyonce, everybody. You know what they really are? Janet Jackson.
Entertainers.
They um, I can't. The one who was involved with P Diddy before,
J Lo.
You know what they are? I mean, they're great singers, but you know what they are?
Entertainers.
No, they're actors, they're dancers.
Mm.
You know, we see it looks. We don't really pay any attention to that. We see it all the time, but if you can't dance and if you don't have that kind of stamina, you can appreciate. Oh my God! You know, of course, how are you gonna do all that and sing at the same time?
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about it. But my point is that I guess many, especially R&B artists, started out in groups, and there's always choreography. You always dance.
Mm-hmm.
So if you begin in that, you started getting a kind of stamina that you can have. But I'm saying that the artists nowadays, well, they're quadruple threats. They're dancers, they're singers, they're choreographers, they're directors, they're actors, because they have all different things to draw from now. You know, there's still racism, but there's Black people on Broadway now. And like for instance, like Denzel Washington, you can't even afford his ticket. I mean, you know, and he don't do no musicals. I mean, this is a day. So when you say who would play me, oh my goodness, I might be embarrassed at myself if I see how good they are. But I'm not being funny. Our new talent, our young talent, and they have you know platforms like American Idol, for an example, the Mask, several different shows. where they not only can have like, millions of people watch them and get trained on that. Like I saw on American Music Awards, Janet Jackson released her new single on there. So it's totally elevated with
A way of
all the
promotion and letting people
projections
know.
and everything. You can start out like that and you still have somewhere to go, So that's not what you asked me, but I thought of just it's been so much growth
Right.
since I was first coming out and trying to do whatever I'm trying to do. But someone asked me, how did it feel to be like the first person to receive a Tony Award in the supporting actors category? And I said, wait a minute, didn't Miss Ruby Dee receive that first? I'm thinking about the people that came before me, because that part is awesome too.
True.
Think about the legacy that we've been able to lay out, and primarily because of being pushed out and not having the ability to even get the right training. You still want to do it, so you figure out a way to learn how to do it on the job or some kind of way. And this spawns a level and a depth of excellence that's really quite unbelievable. I feel we had kind of a renaissance of that, especially for artists. And then I'm not the only one who's a senior who said, I'm not through yet,
But you're the one that's the most relevant these days. You know what I'm saying?
Excuse me, I'll take that.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, you're not the only one, but you're the one with the heart and the soul that we grew up listening to and supporting. That's made her way right back into our hearts and souls with great music like the Imagine album, Take a Picture Down, and all that good stuff. But I can see somebody like Monica playing you. That's a I'll throw that out there.
Lots of people.
Yeah, it's a lot that can bring an audience and also
yeah.
That helps as well if they have a following as well. But I mean, that's going to be a great movie because you've had such a life. When you look back on your life, how would you sum up your? I mean, you're still living and still doing amazing things, but up until this point, how would you what would you say your legacy has been thus far?
Survival. Well, no, survival with relevance. You said it, you have to still be relevant. You can be like even a great artist, but maybe you don't have the right material, or you don't have the right team, you don't have an access to how things are done now. They're so different than like 10 years ago. So you have to be relevant in a few different ways. And we don't do business the way we used to before. I mean, first of all, we have like a whole indie industry.
I know, right? It's come a long way.
Yeah.
It's come a long way. So and with the music, how do you stay current with your sound? And because you've dropped a couple of singles since the album dropped, and you're still releasing singles off the album. Like, how do you just stay hot in these streets with this music?
I got people who that's their talent. It's a team effort.
But your vocals is still on the like. How do you know to throw a run here, a riff there? Like, I mean, it's like you know how to sing, of course, but like you stay in a pocket of just like there's no age when it comes to listening to your music. Like some artists, you can hear, of course, it's mature music, but it's like when I listen to your music, it's like no way, this is not Melba Moore. Melba Moore's coming out back like this? No way, no. And then
I mean, whoever helps you do the record, they write it for you, first of all, and they are younger and they're relevant in the industry as songwriters and producers. And then we have all of us listen to it to see are we going in the right direction, and before you put it out, you get some feedback from people who have nothing to do with the industry, because I'm not out there like to see that.
Right.
So we say, are we connecting before we put it out?
Oh yeah, it's connected. It's connected. What's the backstory behind the song "Take a Picture Down"?
Oh, my friend Janice Dempsey wrote that.
Oh, Janice wrote that. Oh, she's dope too. Such a great title as well.
Yeah, and she's like that, and she's very diverse. She's a great artist too, and she's a great friend. She's known me a long time, so I think she thought that the album, my album, would have a nice romantic song without me trying to be like I'm just falling in love for the first time. And maybe a little salt and pepper, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and but not sadness and not
Right.
anger.
No, that record is hot, and the concept was really dope.
But feisty.
Yes, 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 yes. I guess when you have those elements, it's kind of it helps the writer keep that spunk alive, keep that spark
Yeah,
in the
you want
music.
that. You want energy. But you said the right way. Spunk. Hey, you know. Wait a minute.
Yeah, I mean,
Just hold a second here.
you still got it. You doing it and doing it well. So I mean, it's just an honor to have you continue to have you back on. Like you're the first artist that at your on your caliber that's come back on the show. So I'm very thankful to have still be doing the show and able to reach out and talk to great people like yourself. And I want to keep on going because you was on the Sherri show, and that was amazing. And what was that like?
Sherri's amazing because we really didn't have the time. There's a huge cost for you to be able to perform things.
Mm-hmm.
But she still wanted to have me. She tried
Mm.
to, well, how am I going to be able to get her to sing without actually, having a copyright cost and
Right.
all of these different things, maybe a band and all the things. And I think she had some time constraints too. So she wanted to do something quickly. So,
Okay.
she does stand up. You know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she was quick thinking on her feet. She said, wait a minute, I want to take this to my son. He don't know who you are. And he said, you heard about you holding up. How do you do that? So I said, oh, what? That's not even like what we talked about. So what am I going to do? I said, well, I guess I'm just supposed to get up and do it. Just give him one note. We got time for that.
Yeah, right. And you can clear that note.
I mean, that's how that happened. She really engineered it.
Nice, nice, nice. So do you see yourself doing any more visuals?
And you what?
Music videos?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Nice. You
Yeah.
think we'll get one for Take a Picture Down or any other songs on the project?
I'm sure, but we have some other projects going on too that I can't really talk about yet.
Okay.
So and Take a Picture Down is doing nicely. So I'm sure we'll shoot something. Yes.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
And then when you came on the show the last time, you was preparing for the Hollywood Walk of Fame. And that's happened now. So Jimmy Jam and introduced you on that. Like what? I mean, everyone came out. Cat Williams. I mean,
What has happened since then is we've had a call from someone who wants to book me kind of adjacent to Cat to say for me to be able to say thank you. Not going to be on the same show yet. Cat is going to have me on some of his tours.
okay.
But I'm going to be in a small supper club surrounding where I'll do my show. He'll walk through, and then I'll walk through on his, and so we kind of be together.
So that's gonna be
For me
nice.
to be able to say thank you.
That's gonna be nice. Have you been able to see him in person to say thank you
Not,
since it's happened?
but I'm always saying so on.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but not in person yet.
But that's coming soon. I know y'all gonna make that a nice moment when that happens.
Yeah.
So looking forward to that. Looking forward to that. And then you sold out. Speaking of the supper club, you sold out New York City 54 below 4 times straight supper club.
Well, we just been invited back.
So this is after selling it out 4 times. You're coming back to it.
Well, hopefully so. Yes, we're trying to work out all the details and make sure that there's no collision with dates and
Right.
things. So in some cases, you have a date somewhere else in another city, but the proximity has to be worked out. But that's going to be worked out in a day or so. It's going to happen.
Okay. Nice, nice. I have a question for out of all the songs, because another thing about your page on Instagram, like you always, I mean, you have so many throwbacks, and like you can. I mean, how many albums do you even know how many albums you've recorded?
I think about 35.
35. Oh my God. So,
A lot.
do you know? Do you have a favorite song of yours that may not have been a single that sticks out for yourself? That's a favorite that you go back to.
Well, you know what? I'm getting an award called the Songwriters Hall of Fame. It's an induction. And
Hmm.
I really haven't been a prolific songwriter. And when we started out, we had some situations where we can say, well, let's see if we can write some songs and see if we can get into that part of it. And I think I could be a good songwriter, but it takes time and focus. So I haven't really done
Hmm.
that. So there's a couple of songs that are really, really, really good because I collaborated with really wonderful musicians. Some of them like McFadden and Whitehead.
Oh, nice.
And
Okay.
we wrote together, and I've never had a chance to perform them. So there's one song that's really so cute. Let's go back to loving. Oh, little songs,
Nice,
I mean,
nice.
they're good songs and probably good dance songs. And of course, now they would be dated,
Hmm.
but they're good songs that like if you were out in a club or something or just having dinner out. It's still good entertainment.
Nice. Now, I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to everything you got going on.
Thank
Now,
you.
one thing I'm looking forward to. Hopefully, one day we'll get to see this moment in a big way. Do you think there will ever be a moment, a time when you and Mr. Freddie Jackson will perform just a little bit more again?
Actually, we've had some talk about that to see. He hasn't been well for a while because he had some kidney
Right,
problems.
right.
So he's taking care of that. But I know that he would work with me if he's well enough. That I know.
Okay.
Point is, would
Okay.
I work with him? Of course I would. You know that's a joke. I would absolutely adore, especially doing just a little bit more with him.
Oh my God, that song is such a classic, and I
But
mean,
he had. Have you ever heard? Listen to this song of his called "Have You Ever Loved Somebody?"
have you ever loved somebody? Can you learn to love? Oh yeah,
Oh, that's ridiculous.
yes. I mean, all
And
his whole
probably everybody got
catalog.
their favorites.
You said that's one of your Freddie Jackson
Yeah,
favorites? Oh
yeah.
yeah, that one. I love my. I think my favorite. He has so many. Like I love
There's
like
so many.
Janae. I go into the albums and stuff, the songs that wasn't singles up, but I was buying all y'all records back then, and that's why I'm here today.
Yeah.
Cause I know a little bit about the music. So I remember the album A Lot of Love, and then the album that came out after that one,
That was Kashif.
A Lot of Love.
Kashif and Paul
That's the
Long.
song with that's the album with Falling on it, right?
No.
No,
Mm-mm. Well, Falling is written by McFadden and Whitehead. That's
no, I mean on the album, the title of the album.
the title of the album.
Hmm.
It wasn't Falling because that was one of the singles. That would have been.
No, that album wasn't called A Lot of Love.
Oh, I thought you said Falling.
Mm-mm, no, I was saying Falling was off that album.
No.
Oh,
No.
I'm glad I ain't bet no money.
Oh well, it's okay. You got plenty of money to lose. That's all right.
Oh, come on, that's a fact. That's a fact. I gotta get it right back. No,
Yeah.
but Falling's a favorite of mine. Let's see. I love You Stepped Into My Life.
Yeah.
Um, does it does it really matter? Off the album with the oh my God, what's the song of the Lift Every Voice and Sing, the second single off that album, that
Oh,
Surface remix.
yeah. That was back in 90 something.
Yeah, that was like in 1990. Yeah, 19 Soul Exposed was
Soul
that album.
Exposed. Yes.
Yes, the second single of that album was fire. Like that yeah, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So
Thank you.
I'm just very excited for you and for me to have this moment once again because it's an amazing moment for myself. Is
Thank you.
there anything that you would say to an inspiring artist, singer, songwriter, actor?
Oh boy.
Um,
Well, yes, it's an incredible time to be starting out because there's so many platforms. It's expanding, exploding. If you don't know anything about it, there's you can learn. You have the internet, so you can Google almost anything or anyone.
True.
So I would say give it a go.
Give Google a go
Yeah, yeah,
and learn some things.
yes, absolutely.
Do you think you would ever do something with Stephanie Mills?
Well, absolutely. We've talked about it. She just don't have time.
Right, right, right. I mean, because I could see y'all. I could see they made to throw you on that Queens tour.
No,
How?
no, not that. I think something just with me and Stephanie.
Oh, okay, that'll be dope. Listen. I'll take it however it comes, but that would be amazing too.
I would take that, me and Stephanie.
That would be dope. I mean, I would love to hear. I mean, I would love to hear you do a duet with a few people. But Stephanie Mills is one of my favorite singers as well. So I
Yeah,
think you guys would really complement each other on the track.
thank you.
What do you think? Were these thoughts never? Nobody never brought these things. These
Yeah,
thoughts.
we just haven't had time to get to them. We were actually talking about creating a project for us
Nice.
that we wanted to do for theater.
Okay. If you had to, is there a duet
We would
or
want to do for theater. Someday, hopefully, we'll still do it. I'm sorry.
okay? Is there anyone that you haven't worked with that you would like to work with?
My mind doesn't really go in that way so much because I have so much to think about, and I think that still can be possible. So I can give more thought to that later.
Right. And on Lift Every Voice and Sing, everybody was on that track, so it's probably nobody left.
Well, not everybody, but some really VIP people. My gosh, yes.
Yeah, I mean, y'all all. I mean, what was that experience like? Cause we're celebrating Black History Month in June,
Well,
so and you are going to be closing this episode, closing June out for Solar Streets.
yes.
What was that moment like for yourself?
Well, it was absolutely amazing because I was with Capitol Records.
Mm-hmm.
With the gentleman who was head of A&R, his name was Scott Folks. As it turned
Okay.
out, he was a Black gentleman, so he had a sensitivity to, trying to make something like that happen. And at the same time, BBC Winans were on Capitol Records. I'm sure it was the first sacred or gospel artist that they had ever signed. And so when I came to him with the idea, he was very open to trying to see if it could happen. And so he contacted BB, and
Mm-hmm.
BB agreed to spearhead it for us and actually do the arrangement. And between the two of them, they went around and got everybody to do it. And I forget whose idea it was for Debbie Allen to direct it.
That was a good
Well, it's
video.
just ridiculous.
Oh my God, that video was just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Do you remember how long it took how many days it took to shoot the video?
I don't remember that. It didn't take long because everybody was shot wherever they were, and
Yeah.
probably didn't take any more than a day, maybe two.
Okay. I mean, 'cause it was a lot of. I mean, you had the Clark sisters. You had every. I mean, it was a beautiful. Everybody had on white. Oh my gosh.
That's Miss Allen. She's ridiculous.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Excuse me, her and Felicia.
Right. Great for the culture. Great for the culture. Hopefully, I mean, that would be great to see that performed again. Like, I mean,
Yeah, I'm going to keep that in mind.
yeah, because we need to bring that. We need to keep that version alive and well.
Yes.
Well, I thank you so much, Ms. Moore, for being a guest once again on the Solar Streets. You are a blessing to us, and we love you. And thank you so much. This is an honor. It's an honor.
And I thank you, and I hope you keep your doors and your heart open for me to come back. Thank you so much.
I definitely will. Thank you. Have a blessed one.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Charlie? Okay. You go.